Good morning, pilots. This is a debrief of yesterday's task. You can see we are currently at 2:44, just a little under a minute before start. These blue lines here is where you flew throughout the task, and on the left here you have your names, distance flown in this case, altitude. So you can keep a look on that. It's a really nice tool, this app that I'm using, a web app. So you can see everybody's so I listed by altitude. So Cyril currently is the highest, sharing it with Laurent. And there's the pack currently. Somebody's already down there. Somebody went to the goal already at this stage of the day. So we had quite a few interesting landings yesterday. So there were a couple there. There was quite a few of you in this area, and we'll talk about it. Because this one, those looked quite good for me. But here, sorry, move the map. This is a lee side. You have the westerly flow. Remember from the video we talked about, and that is not a good place at all to land. The only reason all of you got away with it, we had no incidents, no accidents, it was a really safe day, was that the southeast was countering and the west was not very strong. At the top of the mountain was on up to about 25 kilometers gusting, but the southeast in this area was 15 kilometers an hour. So that countered the lee, and this is why you got away with in Beaumont, because that comes up, the southeast was coming up here and countering the rotary thingy that comes from Beaumont. Plus we had cloud cover, so less thermic activity, less turbulence, because thermal by definition is a turbulent air mass. So plus this mountain is very gradual, so the lee over here is not so bad in yesterday's conditions. Today the forecast says less clouds, high altitude, medium, more blue sky, more thermal activity, more westerly flow will be coming in as the day progresses. So lee side will be way more serious in this area. Well, that's too big of an area. It's really the most serious bits will be sorry, don't need that. It will be right at the edge of it, roughly this side. You do not want to be there under this ridge height, and the ridge is approximately 1250 to, let's say, 300 meters. And so if you're gonna start crossing from this area, from the antennas towards here, you need to be, if you go anywhere under 1800, you're gonna be here at 1,000 meters maybe. You'll lose a lot of height. That's one. If you're lower than that, you're risking sorry, I was wrong about the height. See, that's a 1545 at the top, at the antennas. So if you're here, that's about 1250 there. 1250. Sorry, I need another coffee. So from here, if you leave at 1800, you'd still most likely not gonna make the transition, but at least you will be around here at 11 or 1200 ish, depending on, it depends on your wing and the cycles and all the rest of it, but you'll at least cross the lee side section safely. If you do the same here, you will be probably at 14 ish around this place, because from there to there you'll have to go through turbulent air massa, because from 15 roughly and 18 you only have 300 meter vertical difference, and as you glide, you will gliding through sinky air and you will lose a lot of height. So if you can't get higher than 2000, you need to move here and then there. Don't just do that. It's very important because today we're running the same task as yesterday. So this, the first version, right? This is the extension we made after, but we changed. We'll move it back to roughly there. And that will give you the option not to go in the lee side, because you're gonna have to climb here to extend, tag it, and come back, climb to go to the next TP. So that's Beaumont. I saw some of you, well, you can see in the track here, not a good idea. Somebody came here, did some soaring, and then went there. With more westerly flow, you can soar there because you have this little gorge, so you have the wind here, so you can soar. As you go there, this is Venturi, and it flushes you. So this is not fun. I'm sure the pilot who did that yesterday, no worries, covered sky, lighter winds, because the winds I said about 25 k's, they were on top. They were not the same strength down low here. There's also Venturi is not just valley winds. We all heard about valley wind, Venturis and all that. Venturis also happen because of atmospheric weight. Yeah, so this is your mountain. You have all the air above from the space, sort of, and this has weight. So that pushes down in the mountain. And you have a lot of wind coming at different altitudes, and it becomes the same, that it has to accelerate to go through smaller area. So when you have a wind station, that's a bad drawing, wind station on top of a mountain, it will always show more wind right on top of the ridge than it actually is in the atmosphere in the free open air. So that's also a Venturi effect. If you don't know that, Google it, what Venturi effect is. You should know by now. And the wind stations are always on the top of a mountain, maybe 5 to 10 meters high, depending on the place. So it's always gonna show more. And if you are at that height, like some of the people here, the track logs we have here, and all these there and here, you felt it. It was quite windy, and it was really difficult for you to climb out, I'm sure. I just draw a face. That's actually wee. And the problem with that is one, you're getting stuck. Other is that the thermals are more shattered with the wind there. So the idea is always better, especially from Beaumont. Beaumont not always works really strong. Like you can often, this is a bit of a changing gears and mental game. So on Shabre, often you can get strong thermal, right? You get 4, I heard yesterday somebody get plus 4 meters a sec, and you can get 5 or more depending on the day. So you're doing your initial run and you're like, oh wow, amazing, I have this strength of the thermal. But then when you arrive in Orpier, it's a lot lighter. It tends to be lighter. I can't give you exact numbers, but let's say yesterday what I heard from pilots, it was 0.5 meters there. And for yesterday you have overcast skies. 0.5 is great. It's a thermal, because later in the day the clouds came more and more. So the ones who were patient here and got above 2000 meters again or more actually managed to connect to Beaumont well. The ones of you that went here low, meaning 1800 or less, and crossed, those of you ended up landing here because did this extension and got stuck there. There's a lot of landings all the way in this area. You have to slow down here because Beaumont is a tricky mountain, and today it will be more consequences if you're gonna be here. As I said, you do not want to be in this area low. You want to be high above ground, because you have that southeast, and that's another tricky bit about Shabre. You fly the whole thing early. You have southeast here, then you have south there, a bit of southwest there. You come back, cross it, you have the southeast there. Down low, But if you notice in your thermaling, you're gonna have southwest-west as you climb. So often a thermal in Orpea will look something like this, right? You start southeast, southwest, sometimes it goes full southwest, or depends on the day. And the reason for that is simple, right? You have the valley flow coming through there, going there, and it hits up the mountain there. So when you are low here, you're getting the southeast. As you get higher, you're getting the meteor, the initial, and then that's more southwest, and then we will have meteor wind from westerly flow earlier, so you can even be thermaling that way. So you can have 3 different directions in the thermal for the wind depending on altitude. So you have your micro, you have your local sort of slash meteor, and then the meteor kicks in. Beauty of Shabra, lots of learning opportunities. That's a good thing. So, but when you arrive on Beaumont, and by the time the start and by the time you arrive there, it will be west more likely than not. So when you climb here, remember, be high. Take it to the base or just under the base, and then cross. Also, most of you didn't do the optimized line, just few of you. This is the way to go to Beaumont. That's very rarely will be efficient. You'll sink more. Westerly flow, it kicks off. And there's a closure, you know, the air has nowhere to go, so it comes up and it will tend to go in this. Oh, sorry, too many things. It will tend to go up in this area more than this area. Yeah, so you climb up there and you kind of go into the wind a bit and then follow the ridgeline into wind, meaning west. And this is the beauty and agony about Shabra. We have a lot of winds. So we have in the local knowledge the valley flow videos, the Shabra challenge PDF. Now that you've done one flight, for the new ones of you yesterday, reread the PDF and rewatch the valley flow video. You'll have new things that you pick up from that, because now you've seen the mountains, you felt there. It will be different than watching it that you've never flown it. Definitely would recommend to go through that. So this is really cool. I really like this app. Look at these little bubbles, little chickens going around the course line. Let's see, did any one of you went right turn? Because remember, extended, good, first one's good, turn, left, good. First back did as instructed, boom, boom, very good, everybody's going left. Okay, so far so good. Next, what? Yeah, left, good, left, very far. Definitely made sure you're in the TP. Well done. Don't know who you are. Not gonna point it out here. You can find this online yourself. Sorry. I pressed the wrong thing. Where were we? Up. Let's go. That was it. That was the start. Start was there. No. Okay. 2:45. 45-ish. We were. Yeah. There we are. Uh-oh. What was that? Look at that. Take this as a warning. We're not gonna penalize nobody today for this. And it's later, so it's not the first. Where was it? I just saw it. So this is also... there we go. This one. We don't have the name. See, nothing on the left here. We have nothing indicated. So I'm not pointing out the pilot publicly. But this person here did the right turn. Not good. Today I'm giving a warning for all of you. Pay attention to what we say in the briefing. The left, and there's one on the right there. See? And the rest is left. Let's see, there was another one. 2 of you went right. So you have one right turn here. and the other one is here, this pilot here. And that's incredibly dangerous for you and for the other people around you, yeah? And look what happens here. I'm not seeing the altitudes, so... But because this person went right and this one is coming, he's coming to turn left and this one's going there. And that's incredibly dangerous if you're the same height. Sorry, I pressed something wrong again. I lost the time. And there's another right. Still learning how to use this app, and I'm clicking the wrong things. I'll find the time back. But you can rewatch in the video. If you replay it, you'll see the place. So there we go. 2:45. It was a bit later. There's the first there we go. Yeah. So this closeness is created by this pilot who did this, and this one was coming into. So yeah, be very very careful with this. It's no need to take chances like that. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. So only a couple of you ignored it. So for today, we're not giving penalty on that, but we are giving a warning for not listening about turn direction. Yeah. If I see that today's track logs, because I can't find you. Yeah. I'm not gonna show there. Not the point of this conversation. But if I do that, there, click your thingy there. I see this color changes here. And if I zoom in closer and let's say I wanna find a single pilot, now I have two guys here in that area. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. I can put that, and now I have a track log, and I can go through, and I can choose the time and the cylinders, and I can see who's who and see everybody's track. It's a beautiful stalking machine, this application. It's just so you know, I'm watching. So let's not do aggressive flying for no reason. We're here to have fun and enjoy and learn and be friendly with each other. And remember, look for your landing options, right? We had some really dodgy places to land yesterday. The weather gods was looking after you. Let's not repeat the same mistake twice, right? High and slow. You want to be high and you don't want to push too much. Always look for the landing zone, right? As you flying, you always want to look down, make sure there's fields. The racing is secondary. You want to be able to land safe and come and get your beer in the campsite. They don't have beers in hospitals, you know. So let's keep it safe. Keep attention to the surroundings. Always keep an eye out for landing. And I hope we're gonna have a beautiful racing day today and lots of learning opportunities. See you in the takeoff, everybody.